Hello, hello, Geminis. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you also watch your other placements and for any placement that you have. Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo. What am I talking about? Sun, Moon, Rising. What are words? What is happening? I don't know. I'm very sorry. Maybe you feel conflicted or you're experiencing something like that. We're just at a loss for words. You're just confused because all of a sudden I just got confused. Anyway, thank you for being here and watching your reading. I don't want to waste too much time with rambling, so let's get into your reading. I'm kind of starting this reading with advice first. So I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which is great for advice, and I'm giving this part first. And the first card came out was Chaos and Conflict. So this card came out in the Leo reading also. So if you have any Leo placements, I definitely suggest watching that reading. Or if you know any Leos, or if you're close to any Leos, like your mother, your brother, your spouse, your loved ones, friends or relatives, people who live with you or around you, share DNA with you. If you have any Leos that you're close with, or if you're like a Leo moon or Leo rising, Leo sun, and you got other Gemini placements, whatever, definitely check out that reading because it came out over there as well. This card is basically about things not looking like, they're not looking up, but it's like, put it this way, it's like the dismantling that takes place before your manifestation can come in. So it's like you want a new home, but you refuse to move out of your old one, so it gets burnt down. And I know that's a really, really extreme example, because that would actually be chaotic, but it's like it's moving you into your blessing, it's moving you into your manifestation, into the next purpose or part of your life that is going to bring a lot of growth and prosperity. It could involve disarray, being at cross purposes with others or another. It could be tension of the opposites or the value of chaos before order. It's kind of like the storm before. No, they say the calm before the storm. It's like the storm before the breakthrough is kind of how it feels. So it looks like things are crazy and topsy-turvy, upside down. There could be some undoing taking place. Maybe you're shedding parts of yourself, your personality, your environment to become more authentic, because it's a horse looking like a giraffe, but there are pieces being chipped away from it that look like, and then underneath it looks like a zebra, if you can see that. So you could be shedding parts of yourself, and that could be kind of chaotic and hectic right now. So let's clarify this. First card is Five of Wands. It could be some type of internal battle that you're experiencing. You can also just be at odds with other people, like this card said, like opposing views. Somebody could be jealous of you. There could be conflict for no particular reason. There could be some type of competition that you're experiencing. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands came out in the Leo reading too, but it came out in the reverse. This Ten of Wands is in the upright, but whatever this conflict is, the competition, it's burdensome. It's annoying. It's too much for you. It's a load. Maybe you've taken on some other conflict or not confusion, but maybe you've taken on a challenge of something and now you realize it's too much. Let's go ahead and start validating, verifying, clarifying. I don't know what words are. This just happened when I started your reading. I was perfectly articulate in the last one. Let me clarify these two cards, Five of Wands and Ten of Wands. Five of Wands. It's fire energy, so there could be some impulsivity. Could be like competition and creativity. Creative competition is what I meant to say. The moon being here, somebody could be projecting their fears on you, or you could be acting based on your fears. It's imagination. You could be imagining that there's jealousy or conflict or war or fighting. You could be imagining that part, and that could be extremely burdensome if you've like allowed yourself to believe that somebody's in competition with you or after you or trying to fight you, but you could be manifesting your fears with the moon card being here. But the moon card also speaks to your dreams. So like maybe there's some type of message or clarity that comes in your dreams, messages of guidance. This also represents deep emotions. If you're dealing with somebody who feels like they hate you or they're jealous of you, they really just love you very deeply. The Empress is in the reverse. It's a waste. Something's wasted. Somebody's wasting their creativity, their talent, their time. It's not. This represents something not being fruitful. It's not. It's not going to breed abundance. It's not going to be a good environment for you to grow or achieve something or to birth something new. The Empress reverse is also an energy of. It just feels wasteful. It feels very wasteful. First and foremost. It's like, yeah, efforts of creation and innovation won't yield results. It's like you're not getting what you want. There's a sense of emptiness or no production after much work or effort. You could be working towards something and it seems barren. It's not working out. Maybe somebody's having a hard time having a child or birthing something else into existence. Maybe you're trying to create something. Maybe it's like you're trying to get a business off the ground or something. Maybe somebody's money is gone to shit right now in the very least bit of the sense. It could mean that the Venus retrograde is going to bring a lot of conflicts or challenges for you. That takes place on the 19th of December. It says also, you must commit to harnessing earth qualities to succeed. The element of earth is missing, and that is a cause of imbalance, barrenness, or lack of results. So far, we only have fire here. We don't have any earth out here yet. And then we have water with the moon. So somebody could be emotionally reactive. You could be like channeling your emotions into your creativity, which is good, but something is not yielding the results that you want. And I think that's because there's a lot of fear or a lot of emotional reactivity that's taking place is not allowing you to be really level-headed or balanced and approach something in a very solid way. Again, this is Venusian energy. Venus is in Capricorn right now. So maybe that's why this is happening. Maybe you've been out of touch with making things in regards to your money, pleasure, relationships, business relationships, your relationships with beauty or your beauty standards. Maybe somebody could be in competition with you in that sense also. But whatever the conflict is, it's a law of attraction type of thing. You have to get a hold of those emotions and those fears if you want something to come to fruition or become valuable. Show me the 10 of Wands. Okay, thank you. We got the Fool here. So after this, I feel like you are off to a new beginning. And I love that because after this very burdensome, heavy task or load, you get to have freedom. You get to be carefree, but also just make sure you're not naive. But I do feel like you're very much so looking forward to a new opportunity that is freeing, that brings you peace, that allows you to drop this load and just do for you. You could be involved with other people right now, and you're just looking for a way out. Maybe it's a relationship that's burdensome with the Two of Cups coming out. Maybe you're ready to break up. Maybe you're ready to go your own way. Or maybe you're looking forward to a new relationship or more balanced relationship or partnership. Interesting. One more for the 10 of Swords. The King of Cups and the Ace of Cups showed themselves to me. So somebody could definitely be getting really serious about love, expressing their love, have a lot of emotions that have developed over a serious amount of time. This could also just represent creativity and intuition. You could be developing creativity and intuition, becoming more balanced within your own masculine and feminine energy. You coming together, working creatively with someone else that brings you a lot of peace and brings you a lot of freedom and joy. Oh, look at that. Venus energy and Capricorn energy together, upside down. I definitely think this is indicative of Venus retrograde. Venus in Capricorn and Venus going retrograde. It could bring up some fears for you. So maybe this is a warning for December. With the Capricorn energy, I feel like it's coming to break you out of cycles of restriction or imbalance, oppression. Maybe somebody's been overindulging in pleasure or money. or things like that out of fear. I feel like it's based on fear or worry. It's also like competition, like, oh, I'm going to get you before you get me type of energy because I'm scared of you getting me or coming after me. So you could be working that out, whatever this fear-based energy is. I feel like it's well accumulated. Like you've been doing this for a long time. With the Seven of Wands here, you could be fighting for someone else, standing up for someone else, advocating for someone else or something else, maybe even a business. There could be some type of breakup, a breach of contract, a breaking of a contract. You could be ending an agreement with someone, a business. There could have been some type of wrongdoing that took place. You could be either standing up for yourself or standing up for someone else. It feels like somebody's like, they got a problem, they got an issue, even if they're not the one that's like, you're not, even if you're in the wrong, they're still trying to defend themselves, even though you're wrong. So I feel like this Venus in retrograde is probably going to be a season of lessons in this behavior when it comes to work partnerships of all kinds, or money, businesses, people in positions of authority. There should be some introspection and reflection taking place in those areas of life. And so I feel like instead of feeding into it, but instead of acknowledging what needs to change or acknowledging all of the elements of this, somebody's just like, I'm just going to fight instead. I'm going to resist it. Somebody could be in competition, almost like in competition with spirit, like you feeling like you're stronger than the divine power, and you're not. And with the Ten of Wands and the Fool and the Two of Cups, I think somebody's just very looking forward to a new beginning, a fresh start, maybe with someone else, or maybe just with more balanced, loving individuals. All right, let's go ahead and pull some astrological oracle cards to see what else is going on with you, Gemini. Gemini, please. Messages for Gemini. It's hard to get jumpers out of this deck. All right, one card slipped out. Anything else for Geminis? Thank you. All right. I want to get at least 3. Got 3. All right. The lunar eclipse card came on out anyway. It showed itself and then it slid on out. That was a card I flipped back over. Sorry about the lighting. It's trash. Maybe if I do this, maybe that helps a little bit. So with lunar eclipse here, I feel like there's a lunar eclipse in November. We also have new moon in Cancer. Okay, interesting, because 4th house energy came out in the Leo reading. So I definitely say go watch that. You may have a Leo in your life that you're unaware of. Let's look at this lunar eclipse energy first and foremost. Okay, it's the Illuminator. It's revealing something. I do feel like there's something being revealed to you about your own behavior or that of somebody around you who, I hate to say toxic, but they have some very unsettling and it could be potentially toxic behaviors. We got the Devil card and the Empress reverse. So it does feel like overindulging. It could be slightly manipulative as well. With the Moon card being there, it's very elusive. It could represent somebody's illusions, or the how they say fear is false something appearing real. I forget what the E stands for. So I feel like that's a little bit of what's happening, and somebody has these irrational fears that they're acting on, and that's being revealed to them. It says here, this eclipse, the lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves behind the earth and ends up in its shadow. It may seems strange that something in the shadow can be known as the illuminator, but that is because this event only takes place during a full moon. A lunar eclipse carries the same message as a regular full moon, but intensified. Truths may be truths that may not be ready to truths that we may not be ready to see are going to come to light. And we're definitely having a lunar eclipse. I think it's a partial eclipse for us in the U.S. If you're in another part of the world, you very well maybe be able to see it. I don't know if it's going to be visible from the U.S. I honestly haven't done a lot of research on it, but I know actually it's going to be on the full moon, which is like, we just had our new moon, like from the time that I'm recording this. So between that full moon and the next new moon that takes place in December, that new moon, right around that new moon is when Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn. And then also, what else is happening? It's a new moon. It's a new moon. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. So with that said, there could be lots of things that are revealed to you between the full moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse at the end of November and the new moon in December, the new moon in Sagittarius. There could be things that are revealed that come up. Make sure you set your intentions to release anything between that time while you're in the waning moon phases. Excuse me. And with the new moon being here, it's a time for growth, for setting your intentions. It's the beginning of something. I do feel like you are ready for a new beginning with the Fool card here. I think you're very much looking forward to it. I think it's the last stretch of something that has been burdensome, tiring. It's probably taken a while, and it's a little chaotic right now. It's a little chaotic right now, and here's the conflict. Here's the conflict with the Five of Wands. I feel like it's a little irrational and unnecessary. It feels like somebody overreacting, almost having like a tantrum or throwing a fit. And you're just like, oh, I can't wait to get away from this. So with this new beginning, this phase, it says the starting point in the lunar cycle. It is where the subconscious and the conscious mind share the same plane. This means that you should focus on your aspirations and emotional desires. If you plant the seeds, they shall grow. Think of the new moon as a blank page where you are in control of the story. What do you wish for most? This can also be a period of uncertainty and insecurity because we cannot see the moon's glow. So just keep that in mind, especially during this period, like from the lunar eclipse to the new moon, you're not going to be able to see the moon because it's going to be behind the earth. And depending on what side of the earth you are on, you're not going to be able to see it. So it can be a little bit of an emotional time. We got Cancer here. Cancer is the sign that is associated with the fourth house, ruled by the moon. Let's see if any buzzwords want to come out here. With Cancer coming out, it could involve something about your family, your mother, your nurturing abilities, the way you nurture yourself or nurture others. It represents protection, receptivity, insecure, moodiness, grudges, smothering. So maybe there could be someone in a relationship who's been smothering you, overindulging, like clinging on to you out of fear. With this moon card being here, it's very major arcana energy. So it's, again, a well-accumulated energy, and it's causing conflict in this situation because somebody could be overindulging in their fears. And maybe you've defended that behavior for a long time, whether it was internal or with someone else. I need to put my window down because I think I'm seeing stuff. You could be defending this behavior for a while until it's like blatantly obvious for you. But this card here is saying that be vulnerable in the realm of emotions. It's okay to bring your armor with you in case you need to retreat. But taking those first steps is important to your growth. Self-care is more than just working on your exterior. It takes vulnerability and creativity. The path to tranquility is not a straight line. Sometimes you need to take a few steps to the side and observe your feelings or the feelings of others. Just resist the urge to act on offense. Lashing out may feel like self-preservation, but you'll end up hurting people that you care about. And I think that's something that you're learning to do. Gemini is an air sign. You're not as connected to your emotions or invested as your emotions into your emotions as everybody else, unless you have some water placements or earth placements. So I feel like you're needing to be get a little bit more grounded. So this situation is trying to assist you with doing that. allowing you to nurture yourself and observe your feelings, be more in tune with your feelings, you're getting more serious about your relationship. So maybe you've offended some friends, family members, loved ones, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, something like that. And now you're learning how to correct those behaviors. Let's get into what's going on around you with the Kipper deck. I'm going to take my mini cards up so that I can reuse them for clarification purposes. The mini deck is easy to shuffle, so I love it. What's going on around? Who or what is around Gemini right now? Okay, we got occupation. You could be working on, it could be like a side hustle. You could be moonlighting, or it could be like your true passion. That you're spending a lot of time on something, trying to accomplish something, trying to make it work. You could be a literal seamstress or an entrepreneur of some sort. Maybe you're getting an investment from someone who's wealthy, someone who's wise, someone who's very knowledgeable about business. They could be pointing you in the right direction. This person could be a mentor, or they could be connecting you with somebody who can help you get your business off the ground or expand your business. Oh, we got unexpected income. I love that. This is very similar to Leo's reading. So definitely go check that out. With occupation, it's like you spend long, hard hours doing this. There's a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, a lot of maybe blood, sweat, and tears. But you love it. It's something you enjoy doing. Where's my dad? With this card, you could become deeply absorbed in this thing. It's a skill or work trade that you have. It's like you don't have the best setup, but it represents self-employment, freelancing, DIY work, piecework that you cobble together. What you cobble together. It says from her sense of absorption, it can also represent a hobby, sport, craft, or avocation you devote much effort to. I would say it could be a sport with the Five of Wands being here, but since we have conflict with the very first card, I feel like there could be some conflict, or somebody could just be taking a competition too far and getting a little jealous and want to fight or something. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Aristotle, occupation indicates all mental and physical activities. For example, sports, hobbies, and your daily work. In the context of a relationship, it can indicate that the questioner is working on the relationship to overcome difficulties. Of course, it is a key card for the job. It refers to handcrafting or working in the arts. Also doing work you enjoy. You could be working for a company, or it's your chosen career path. It means self-employment in combination with, okay, that's another card. Anyway, so yeah, it could be that you're working on a relationship that you're almost ready to like give up on, or maybe you learn that it's not going to work out and you move on from that. But wealthy man is here. So like I said, I definitely think this is someone who's equipping you with some type of knowledge, helping you understand their experiences. You view this person as financially stable, or they can be some type of venture capitalist, a banker, financial, or an entrepreneur. It stands for career success, business acumen, smart plans, rational thought, and well-calculated risks. Again, we did have the Fool card out here. So I do feel like if you take a well-calculated risk, you will have a balanced partnership, even if it's business, romantic, business, platonic, whatever. It's going to require you to take a little bit of a risk. This could be someone who's younger. It could also be a company, business, or employer. It brings good news, though. It's auspicious for money matters. And then we do have the unexpected income here. So I feel like when this person or this business comes into your life, it could be somebody investing in you. You won't have to work so hard or something like that. It's like somebody's going to notice you, and it's like maybe you'll get an influx of customers or readings or something, like whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you offer, whatever service it is that you provide, or a product that you provide. Maybe you'll get a rush of people booking with you or ordering from you, something like that. And it says it doesn't seem like a lot to the giver, but it is significant to the recipient. Somebody could be investing. You could be getting a loan from a bank or something. It's nothing for a bank, but it's everything to you. It says it could be a surprise work bonus, a small billing error you fix, a reduction in your gas bill, a bonus cell phone minutes. This is old because minutes, we don't worry about cell phone minutes. The unexpectedness adds to or leads to a notion of suddenly, swiftly, surprisingly. Traditionally, this card showed some bills and papers on the table, leading to the idea of small bonds, notes, payments, household accounts, offers, purchases, invoices, and checks. Something lucky occurs around everyday financial activities, such as a raise, an unexpected from work, or investments. Traditionally, this is the only card for formal contracts requiring a signature. Timing is about 2 weeks. You could be signing some type of contract that allows you some bonus. Maybe you're getting paid from something that just kind of comes out of nowhere or just comes out of the blue. It does predict improvement with the money matters and an unexpected gratification or reward. You could be winning some type of contest or something. But with these two cards out, it definitely shows good things for your money. And I feel like with this Venus retrograde, it's going to cause you to get really serious about things, especially with business, because Venus rules money and Venus rules money and partnerships, and Capricorn rules business. So when it comes down to you making money, and Capricorn is like the ultimate entrepreneur, it's exalted, it rules the 10th house, it's exalted in Mars. So yeah, all of that contributes to you reevaluating and perfecting your relationship with money. Oh, I forgot to pull mine. No, I didn't. I'm tripping. I already did that. All right. With occupation, we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like something that you've worked towards for a very long time. It could be some kind of communication coming towards you. It could be something, an offer coming in really quickly. It may not be very tactful. Like maybe it is presented in a not so professional way or something like that. But the Seven of Pentacles represents that you've been working at something for a very long time, dedicating your time, energy, and effort towards something. You're waiting on the return on your investment. Maybe you invested on something in the past and you forgot about it and you'll finally get paid. The Knight of Swords just represents communication, expressing something in a maybe blunt type of way. There's something else about this card that's standing out that I don't quite have the word for. Forgive me while I search for a buzzword that makes it make sense for me. It helps me elaborate, rather. It's something aggressive. Maybe this person is like aggressively trying to offer you something. It could represent someone being strong, brave, or domineering. It could represent your bravery in acting or speaking on something. You could be having very brave thoughts or being like kind of headstrong. Will scatter away threats and competition with intimidation tactics. So it says be careful. This is someone who likes to dominate. This could be your energy. It's also reminiscent of the red heart of the Three Swords. It's a red heart on his shoulder. It does. Where? Anyway. Yeah, it's like someone's not turning away from adversity. You're brave within your ambitions, your thoughts, maybe with the way you speak, or this could be someone around you aggressively trying to get you to invest in something. Show me the Knight. Oh, thank you. Yes, this could be regarding a relationship. Somebody could be really trying to help get you to work it out. It could be an old relationship because it definitely an energy of working it out, even though things are kind of up in the air or confusion right now with the Seven of Cups. Like maybe somebody's not sure of how they feel, but they still want to work it out and come together and try to work it out and be balanced. And I do feel like you're trying to work something out. Maybe you've been together for a really long time, or it has some potential. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. It could be business related, family, platonic, romantic. We got the Tower here. Something's happening abruptly, unexpectedly. It could all come crashing down. You can realize why the seed that you planted is not growing. maybe you'll realize that you did something wrong in the beginning stages, or just maybe didn't pay as close enough attention to something. You didn't notice something. New opportunity, the potential for something. The Five of Pentacles is giving me an energy of loss. But it's like if you lose something that was no good for you, it's really a loss. You can feel very isolated or neglected. This person could feel very isolated and neglected because, again, this is what I'm clarifying for what's going on around you. It's like the shit hits the fan and all of a sudden there's an opportunity for you to leave, escape, or leave someone behind. It sounds horrible, but I feel like it's justified. Kind of, maybe for some of you. The Five of Pentacles is giving me the energy of sadness or even a lack mentality. Maybe someone is experiencing some type of hardship, a financial hardship, or you have been experiencing a financial hardship. Somebody could be homeless. There could be an opportunity to come out of that. They come suddenly. And that's like, even if you are stuck out in the cold, like maybe somebody's depressed, having a lack mentality. It's like you're fighting for your partner who's having some depression or mental illness or mental health stuff going on, or vice versa. And it's like, it could be very pessimistic. This person can feel like a loser, like they've lost. They can feel neglected or out in the cold. But it's like you're not alone. You're not alone. And there's a new opportunity being presented to you, a solid opportunity that holds some potential. This is representing change. So there could be a change in your finances taking place. And before it gets better, it may get a little worse or something like that. I hope not. Show me wealthy man. Wealthy man, we got the Eight of Cups. Feel like you're walking away from something you are moving on from something that's not fulfilling you. It's either not contributing to you emotionally or creatively. But it's like it served its purpose in your life and you're moving on to something that's going to bring you more happiness. Maybe it's work related with that occupation card that came out. Show me the Eight of Cups. The next card that came out was the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So it just means you're only on your way to this Nine of Cups. You haven't quite gotten there yet. It can mean sometimes disappointment. You could be disappointed in the process or how long it's taken, but I do think that you're just not there yet. It's not a loss. It's not lost. It's not a bad thing. We have the Ten of Swords here. I feel like after finally being mentally exhausted or feeling defeated, there could have been betrayal. Maybe somebody's depression or something caused them to lash out, be verbally or mentally abusive. But whatever this is, it represents like being tired, mentally exhausted, tired, burnt out. It's also an ending. Maybe it's an ending of your mindset or communication with someone. It could be a bad breakup. You could be moving on. I do feel like you're moving on. Some of you are physically moving, getting away from someone. But I feel like it's a situation that you tried to work on for a really long time, and you just were like, you know what? I'm not gaining anything from this. It's not fun for me. I don't feel loved. I don't feel the love. I don't want to give the love. You know, it's like there's no love. I don't want it. I'm good. I'm leaving. That's how it feels. I'm just like, I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of talking about it. I can't do it. Show me the Nine of Cups reversed. Okay, we got the Death card in the reverse. So I think you're having a hard time with this transition and resisting some of these changes or transformations that are trying to take place. And that could be, oh, look, the Eight of Cups came out again. Some of this stuff is like you need to walk away and you haven't yet. You're having a hard time walking away. And it's like you won't do what you need to do until you get to the point where it's like that's the only choice you have, so to speak. That's kind of how it feels. With the Death card being here in the reverse, you can feel stuck or inert. You can feel like nothing's being accomplished. You can be disappointed with the inability to let go and move on. You're hitting some type of plateau. And I think there's a need for you to ground, connect to yourself, connect to the earth. There's a blockage of some sort The seeker must remove the blockage to transition into the next phase. The transition may be painful. This card is an indication that you must move on and let go. So it's calling for you to be more mutable. I mean, you are a mutable sign, but something about the situation. Maybe it's the other person, maybe it's not you, but it's like it's mentally exhausted. You're tired of talking about it, tired of thinking about it. I feel like you are ready to move on, but somebody else is not. Maybe somebody else is going through some type of transformation and they just haven't embraced or accepted yet. But that's your reading, Gemini. I hope that was helpful and insightful. I hope it resonates with you. Please like, subscribe, and share if it does, especially if you think it'll help a friend. Make sure you check out your other placements. Check out Patreon to see early and exclusive readings and posts. And thank you for watching. Stick around and subscribe if you like. Until next time, peace, love, and light.